Hey guys, welcome to another FMTR from Dimitri's Garage. This week we're going to be learning about ultrasonic cleaners. The unit we're going to be looking at today is the SweepZone 310 from L&R. We're going to be cleaning some RC car engine parts. These will look nice and shiny when we're done. If you've been enjoying these FMTRs, remember to click the subscribe button. Developed in the 1950s, ultrasonic cleaning became popular for industrial applications. It's great for medical, firearm, and automotive uses, for example, cleaning fuel injectors. The way that an ultrasonic cleaning device works is that there's typically a stainless steel metal tub with transducers underneath it that generate the sound waves in question. These will be 25 to 45 kilohertz typically. This one's 43 kilohertz. Inside the tub, you'll generally put in your parts and water, along with maybe a detergent or some sort of solvent. And then normally inside the tub, you will have a secondary basket because you never want any of your parts that are being cleaned to contact the very bottom tub because they will eat through the metal as they kind of bounce around. So like I explained before, we obviously have some very dirty parts. Some of the stuff in here is just really gross. Let's go ahead and pre-soak this stuff. The particular detergent I want to use today is Simple Green HD. I like it. It's not kind of really damaging the stuff that you put it on. So what I'm going to do for now is just get enough of the stuff in here to give things a soaking. So we're going to let this stuff soak. Carefully move it out of the way. Let's grab our main unit here. So we're going to need to fill this with water. So you don't need to fill this thing up completely, you just need to fill it up enough to cover what you're putting in. So you can see this basket's kind of inside there, and you might have noticed I lined everything with this neoprene, and I did that so things would vibrate less and make less noise. It was very annoying before. If you do purchase one of these units, make sure this handle's closed off when you're pouring in, or it'll all come pouring out of your hose here. So now that everything's soaking, we need to degas this water. This water has air in it, and we need to beat all the air out. So let's get started. I'm going to push the button, select 20 minutes. So let's talk a little bit about the mechanism of this whole thing while we degas that water. So our liquid inside the bath is going to be affected by the ultrasound. It's going to create something called cavitation. Cavitation is when little bubbles or voids or cavities, they form inside of a liquid due to rapidly varying pressure. And they tend to form on top of surfaces, like things that are in the liquid. Now, this happens from the compression of the sound waves. During low pressure, the cavity forms. During high pressure, the cavity collapses on itself. So as these voids grow and then collapse due to the compression of the sound waves, a tremendous amount of energy is released, thousands of psi's of pressure, thousands of degrees. The effect is very significant on cleaning of anything that you put in there. And what's really incredible is that while there are heated models that will preheat and make a nice warm bath, any unit, just through the cavitation, through those shock waves, will actually get hot. The water will get hot even without a heating element in it. So another really neat thing about this process is that it'll happen through even the tiniest little cracks, because these are just microscopic little, you don't see them, it's happening at just the tiniest little level. And they will go through all the little nooks and crannies and clean everything out. It's incredible. I say let's take a measurement with my infrared gun and see what the temperature is now and watch it go up from the cavitation while we degas. There's kind of ambient temperature, 69. And if we look in here, we see we're a couple of degrees over ambient. And guys, this water came out of the garden hose. It was really cold. I actually have some of the water in the bucket still. It's been sitting, so I'm sure it warmed up. But there you go, 63. So we're up to 71 from what must have been in the 50s when it came out of the tap. All right, the machine just clicked off. Let's see what the temperature is like. 75.7, so see it went up some more. It will keep going up. It'll get well over 100, so there's no problem heating this tub. It's okay to heat it. I have a little trick when it comes to heating these, which is one of these kind of camping style heater deals. You can already see how much the soaking has taken out of the grime and grease. It's already done a really good job on its own. I'm going to go ahead and close the lid on that, let it heat up. That's almost 120. It should be good enough to start. All right, I'm kicking this thing on for an hour. Notice how everything starts to move around. Check out some of the gunk just kind of coming off where I'm lasering. Like on that flywheel there. Just everywhere in there. Just look at all the dirt kicking up. Man, that's just nuclear. All right, I'm gonna put the lid on it to keep it warm, and it'll start to warm back up with the cavitation. So we'll run that for a full hour now. All right, guys, 60 minutes is up. Watch out for the condensation. This stuff definitely warmed up. Let's take a peek in there and see what kind of temperatures we got. I see the steam coming up. Yeah, I see 122. Some people may reuse the same fluid for a while, but once the fluid is real dirty, you kind of need to drain it. So in our case, we'll go ahead and let that drain. Now, I like to make sure we close this thing because otherwise I wind up pouring more in and it just comes right out because I'm dumb. It happens. Oh man, you guys have got to check this out. It's just incredible. Look how clean everything is in there. Cylinders just super clean. Look at the little HPI logo. I'm actually going to rinse the detergent off with water and then lubricate all the parts. I don't really even know what I'm doing with this thing anymore. Maybe I'll assemble it and kind of leave it as a little doodad. Here's the cylinder sleeve. There's some debris in here still that just needs to get rinsed off, but I mean, everything looks brand new. So guys, you might be wondering where someone gets something like this unit here. I picked this SweepZone 310 from eBay for $360. It was totally serviceable. This thing, I mean, it looked almost new. So this thing's actually made in New Jersey, go figure, but I never really even figured that it was American made. I just kind of didn't want a random made for Amazon or made for eBay brand for the same money. I just figured buying something that, well, turned out to be US made, but just buying something that is used in professional environments, I figured would last better and would be a better investment. So far, I've been really happy with it. I don't know how the Asian ones are. So for now, I'm gonna leave it here. You know, if you enjoyed this FMTR format, I'd love a comment. And of course, don't forget to subscribe with a button under the video.